So we did our dominoes maths. Joshua did a good job. Now we're just going to do one question. It has to do with a line graph. Yeah, this is from a Benko paper, from an entrance pass paper. All right, Joshua. So the first question says, the line graph shows the number of people in a sports club and their favorite sport. How many people are there in the sports club? So it's showing us how many people like different sports. So what you think that we have to do in order to figure out how many people we have in our Joshua?
Draw the lines. Draw
Mm-hmm.
squares to the number
Good
of,
job. So it
of
has
people.
shown us. Mm-hmm.
To people who pick the sport.
Yeah, nice. So it showed us different sports that people like. Okay. We have 10 for swimming. How many can you see for tennis there, Joshua?
10.
How many people like tennis? Just look at where the dot is. We can see tennis. Go up at the dot that's above tennis and then come across and see what number is there.
25.
25. Excellent, Joshua. How many like golf?
15.
15. How many like cricket?
40.
Cricket is looking like 35. How many like football? You know, football is always the most popular. Huh? How many like football?
40.
Yeah, football is at 40. So we're going to add this all together to figure out how many people there are in all. Okay? All right. What's 5 plus 5?
10.
What is 10 plus 5?
20.
10 plus 5.
20.
10 plus 5. I have 10. I am counting 5 numbers after 10. Excellent. 1 plus 4.
5.
5 plus 3.
8.
8 plus 1.
9.
9 plus 2.
11.
11 plus 1.
12.
Good job. So 125. We have 125 people in the sports club. What is the favorite sport of most people in the club?
Football.
Football, of course. Excellent. What is the favorite sport of 1/5 of the people in the club? So this is where you are going to get to use your division skills. So we have 125 and we are going to divide that by 5. So I have 12 and I'm dividing my 12 into 5 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's one group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 2 groups. And I have 2 here. There's not a group of 5. How many groups of 5 can we see here, Joshua? I don't know if Joshua can see me. How many groups of 5s can we see? You can see me, Joshua?
Yes, please.
Okay, how many groups of 5 can you see here?
Two.
2 groups of 5, and I have 2 left over. So if I have 12 and I'm dividing it by 5, I have 2 remainder 2, because 5 twos are 10. Okay, remainder 2. Then I have 25 now. I have 25 and I'm dividing it by 5. All right, look, Joshua, and tell me how many groups you can see here.
Six.
Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We know that 5 fives are 25. So our answer is 25. No, our answer is not 25. I'm getting ahead of myself. The question is, what is the favorite sport of 1/5 of the people in the club? The first thing I have to do, you see, when it comes to these questions, this is how it gets tricky, right? You have to take your time, read, and make sure you understand what they want you to say. The importance of comprehension once again. What is the favorite sport of 1/5 of the people in the club? They have not told me what 1/5 of the people in the club would be, but they have to give me enough information. Remember, they can never ask me a question unless they have given me all the information I need to figure out the answer. So they told me the total number of people in the club. So in order for me to find out 1/5 of the people, I divide the total number by 5. We just did that and we got 25. So 25 equals 1/5 of the people. So now I come and I look at my graph and see who likes what sport it is that 25 people like. Look at the graph. You close the graph, Joshua. You still have it there?
I still have.
Yeah, look at the graph and see what sport 25 people like. 25 persons like.
Tennis.
Tennis, excellent. So that is our answer. So this was just one question, but it actually was a good exercise. It allowed us to understand. Tell me some of the things. Let me throw it at you, Josh. What are some of the things that we learned by doing this question today? Tell me some of the things that we practiced in this question. I will give you a chance. If you can't tell me, then I will say, but I'm giving you a chance. You are the person learning. We're both learning, but I will give him a chance.
I can't think of
All right, he can't think about it. All right. We practice how to read a graph. Right, Joshua? Remember we look at the graph and we said we know one side is showing us the number of people. The other side is showing us the different sports. If we want to know how many people like different sports, we look at the bottom. I should show you all. Number of people sports. So we look at the bottom where it has the sports. And then we look at where the point is above there. For example, swimming. When I see the point and I go across, by number of people, it's showing me 10 people like swimming. Tennis, when I see the point and I look across, it's showing me 25 people like tennis. So that's one thing we practice. The first question they ask us, how many people are in the sports club all together? How am I going to figure that out? I would add up how many people like all the different sports. Of course, by doing that, I have to assume that none of these people like two sports, right? That they just have it divided. You know, there's a group doing swimming, there's a group doing tennis, there's a group doing golf, a group doing football and so on, cricket, everything. So I have practiced my addition skills. And this is addition with carryover, as we would say, right? You see how many things we're practicing? What is the favorite sport of most people in the club? So I have to look now. I'm reading the graph once again. I look and see which sport has the highest number of people participating in or that like. That was pretty straightforward. And then the third question, which was a bit tricky, what is the favorite sport of 1/5 of the people in the club? This one helped me to practice my comprehension because I have to understand what they want me to do. I have the knowledge, I know how to divide, I know how to I mostly had to divide. I know how to read the graph, I know how to divide, but I have to understand what they want. They don't just want to tell me what the answer is, what is 1/5. That was a part of the question. And then when I figure out what was 1/5, I use my division skills to do that, right? When I figure out what is 1/5, then I have to come back and read the graph again to find that number. The number was 25. Look and see what sport has 25 people that like it. So this was a very useful exercise. You enjoy that question, Joshua?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Graphs can be an interesting thing to do in math. So that concludes our maths. And now we have maybe about 10-15 minutes at most. And we're going to spend that with our composition cards. I never did drop the cards. I'm just going to throw the words at him. And he's going to be catching them and sharing whatever comes to mind. It's good fun.